Hello everyone, this is Anna from Luxembourg. I hope everybody's well. I'm just going to introduce this new journal, which is called the Ubiquitous Almanac. And what I mean by that is that this is a journal that is present everywhere in one's life. It's a journal for record keeping. And as you can see, yes, the book is quite aged. It has been it's supposed to have been slightly tortured by being carried around. These are the ridges here, and this image from the front and the back, which is bronze, very medieval looking. It is quite a large book, very thick, lots of space for writing. Let me just show you the actual journal now and idea of what I've got in my mind. So this is a cover that I prepared for this journal, which again is a recreation of a type of cover that they used in the Middle Ages to carry books around when they were traveling. And it's got the space inside for the journal to fit in perfectly, and it closes here. It's really simple. I'll put it on the side. There we are. This is the journal. This is a closure. Some seam binding, aged seam binding ribbon. So I thought it would be simpler to use. Right. So I will say this is beautiful marble paper, because it is actually amazing. It's got golds and silvers in it. It's of red, and I like that contrast of the red and the cream, the color, the beige sugar color. That's why I made the back as well with a red tone. So, what is an almanac? I think most of us know what an almanac is. It is a journal that records life around us in a more personal way. So this way I can describe it. It includes the holidays of the year, the weather changes, or speculations, tides in the sea, the sky at night combined as well with the tides, or maybe the tides combined with the changes in the sky and the moon, nature, the garden, agriculture, kitchen, all sorts of things. So I kept it quite simple, and one can fill it with their own records in whatever they want to use this journal for, because it might be for research, it might be for other things, not necessarily an almanac. But well, anyway. So these are the 12 months of the year, and they are paintings and illustrations of a book by the Limburg brothers, and it was called Labors of the Months. And just exactly what it is. So I divided it into the 12 months, but they're all here. And I start, of course, with January here, and some washi. And this is a beautiful paper that I picked up the other day from the bookbinders, where I got my marble paper from as well. And I just love this paper so much, and it looks so medieval. But this paper is used in different ways, but this is the only way I knew how to use it. This is pockets. The papers, the scrapbook papers I've used are from the Victoria and Albert Museum. Most of you have heard me talking about that before. And this is from the same book. And some decoration on the side. And there's just quite a lot of stamping on the pages. Medieval style. That's another Indian paper, and this is February. Stamping here, quite clear for the month. This is it's not medieval, more recent ledger. I thought that would look nice in the book. So, accounts obviously were used. Books like these were used for accounts as well at the time. March. So we've got all the months of the year here with all their you know, and this is a beautiful, like it's a beautiful horoscope, like a horoscope, a medieval horoscope, and it hasn't been scanned very well by the person who scanned it. And it's a copyright-free image, of course, but unfortunately this won't, this is part of it, so I'm really sorry about that, but I just thought better to have it than not in the journal. And then you see some paper is special for drawing, and it has color. This has sort of taken the tea and coffee dyeing beautifully. April. And this is a map of Nuremberg, medieval map of Nuremberg. And Venus, that's from an almanac. Let's more look at that. I mean, every paper has got its own shape and design. It's almost like it's made, it's made by hand, but obviously it has been hand coffee dyed, but it does have this amazing interest on it. May. Decoration, different papers, stamps, that's what it is, stamping. And very fast, wherever there's not much, her pockets here. In June. This is the actual document I've got here is under the pocket, and it is protected, so it wouldn't be, whatever one puts in through will not touch this document, but I thought it would look interesting underneath. It is a celestial image, the times. It's another beautiful medieval image here. Lots of gold in it. Can't really see it. Needs some light. This is a map by a Dutch cartographer, and I will include all the information in the journal because there's quite a lot to reference to. But isn't this an amazing map? And it was a gift by King of Aragon to the King of France. And that was made in 1375. So it's quite interesting anyway. July. This is a, I'll tell you what it is exactly. I mean, it's a wind diagram from 1259 by Matthew Paris. And amazing. This is also part of an almanac from 1581, printed in a undyed, unwaxed paper. August, and you see all the sky, the moon, all the different, the different measurements they had at the time. So lots of space for the month again. Apart from some stamping and a pocket, we've got a pocket for each month for special, things to. But this is like the bigger version of it, the longer version of it, of the previous image. September. Stamping. This is also part of a medieval almanac, and it is a picture of exactly what it used to look like, the calendar, everything on the calendar. And so, it's really not very different from modern almanacs. October. this is this piece from the other side that will appear. This is the Zodiac Man. That was part of an almanac, which I will show you in the end because I have it in the back. Another medieval document that belonged to an almanac. Oh, this is something that I thought really suits this journal and every journal I make, funnily enough. And it is a quote by Ts Eliot: "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time." And I thought it's a beautiful quote. Forgive the handwriting. I just thought it's a little bit better handwritten than printed, and I haven't attached it because you might not even want to have it. You might want to throw it in the bin. So, but I just thought I'd include it. I love it. What's this one? August, September. This must be October, or have we said October? Okay. This is also part of an almanac. Medieval almanac. November. And this is a raggedy. This is like a medieval almanac, or of course zodiac theme. It's cloth. It's a material. And the side of it, you can move around as a bookmark. This is a celestial map. Oh yeah, that was December then. Sorry about that. The 12 months are all there. So this is the almanac, the medieval almanac I mentioned to you. And I have printed parts of it. And I'm sure I don't have the whole thing, but I have connected it in a way that it could have been connected at the time. And here's the Zodiac Man. And this is what a medieval almanac used to look like. It would be folded and then folded in these three parts. It would become really narrow, and it would go in the traveler's belt. It would hang from there in a material bag for protection. Now, usually the people who carried almanacs were doctors, alchemists, people of science, medieval science, and they used them as references. So isn't that exciting? I think it's a beautiful, exciting idea that one, can have. This is the end. Great in the end. And here's your journal. It's quite thick. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to say welcome to all the new subscribers. I noticed I had quite a few new subscribers in the weekend. Thank you for visiting the channel, and I hope you enjoy the videos. I'm slowly getting there, but I hope you enjoy. And it's a little bit different. My style, I like recreating really old books most of the time, old journals. I do like Victorian very much, and other styles, but every once in a while I'll go back very far back and recreate something old, something old looking, like this journal. I just think it's a bit fun. It's a bit more fun. Now the size of the journal, before I forget, is 16.5 by 19.5 centimeters, which makes it a little bit smaller than an A5. And I'm saying that because one might have this question. It will be on the Etsy store tonight, UK time evening, 8 o'clock, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say big thank you to Romani, lovely Romani. I made a journal for her, and she trusted me with her idea, and she looked like she really enjoyed it and loved the journal, and made a beautiful video about it on her YouTube channel, Romani's Realm. Thank you to all of you, and I hope to see you very soon. I am in the process of making a Victorian style almanac now, and in the meantime something else might crop up and I might make something different, and then add the Victorian almanac a little bit later. But for the moment I'm researching the Victorian almanac. So I hope you're all well, healthy, happy and positive. Lots of positive energy to everybody. Bye bye.